comes with risk. All right, I think that goes without saying, but sometimes we may not be present to that. Okay, so welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us to listen to this awesome presentation so that you can get the most out of the next 30 minutes. I request that you pay 100% attention here. Just be here with us, and do not be distracted. Simple as that. All right, it's very easy to get distracted in the world we live in today. Just make a commitment. Do not go to your other devices and don't give your attention to anything around you. Be here. 30 minutes of really valuable content, valuable information that if you get it, can transform your life completely as far as finances go. So listen with intention. How can this opportunity help you improve your life? Wherever you are, everyone's in a different place. Find out where you are, take the temperature, and then decide where you want to be. And if this information here can help you go from where you are to where you want to be, then so be it, right? And if not, hey, happy days. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching and listening. And, we obviously wish you well in whatever direction you go in. And so just enjoy this presentation. Any questions you have will be answered at the end. So quick disclaimer, all projects, any opportunity that is ever presented to anybody anywhere in the world comes with risk. All right? I think that goes without saying, but sometimes we may not be present to that. All opportunity equals risk. Now, what is our job as entrepreneurs? To minimize the risk, all right, and to maximize the upside. So, if you're looking for guarantees, that's not anything anyone can promise you other than death and taxes. As Al Capone will tell you, there are no guarantees. But what we do have is the ability to minimize risks and maximize upsides. And today, that is exactly what Hypertech Group has done. The opportunity they're presenting us with is incredibly minimum risk and maximum upside, as you'll very quickly see. The presentation is all facts, right? No hype, no fluff. This is the world's strongest blockchain alliance, and the following slides will demonstrate to you exactly those words backed up with real information. First of all, it's a group of companies that sit under Hypertech Group. The first company is DigitalX.com. It's been around for 6 years. It is the world's first publicly listed blockchain company ever. That's done, documented. It's in history forever. 100 years from now, someone will research what was the first ever blockchain company, and bang, DigitalX.com will come up. And the person that made that happen is Ryan Zhu, an incredible visionary that many believe this industry owes itself to. He saved the whole industry when it was going bankrupt in 2014. And that was one of the moves that he made during that time. He also set up a company called Blockchain Global. And here he just started investing heavily in the industry. And he launched over 80 of his own successful blockchain technology companies by investing over $300 million of his own money. Think about this. $300 million of his own money into various projects when the industry was going through its toughest time. And that's what you call going all in. And some of the projects that he's delivered into the world, NEM and Tron. If you're familiar with the industry of blockchain and crypto, then you will have heard of NEM. It's a $1.4 billion project. Tron, over a $2 billion project. And so that's now become a very well-established, solid, multi-billion-dollar group that advises governments and Fortune 500 companies on blockchain matters globally. They've got offices all over the world. Now, as if that wasn't enough, and by the way, that is more than enough for any new opportunity if they're offering you something, to take it deadly seriously. But it's not where Ryan stops. He then went on in 2015 to set up a company called CollinStar Capital, which went on to invest over $400 million in other people's companies. That included 40 top cryptocurrency exchanges and 12 out of the top 20 cryptocurrencies in the world. So again, another multi-billion-dollar group delivered. And just think about that for a second. 12 of the top 20 cryptocurrencies. Imagine if you had picked 12 of the top 20 shares in the world when they hadn't even started as an angel investor. Where would you be today? All right. And we've read the stories and heard the stories over and over again of people that were in the room with Mark Zuckerberg or Steve Jobs or Bill Gates or whoever else, Jeff Bezos, people that were in the right place at the right time and made the right decision and maybe partied with $5,000 or $10,000 and became millionaires and billionaires. All right. The stories are abundant in the world. When you find yourself in the right place at the right time, you make the right decision, bang, miracles happen. And these guys are geniuses at creating miracles. The fourth pillar of Hypertech Group is Hypercash, our own digital currency, an asset-backed token, and often found in the top 100 cryptocurrencies list, coinmarketcap.com. This is a quantum resistant security project that they've been working on for 4 years with IBM and funded by government organizations, R&D done by top universities around the world. And so just look at this backdrop. This is who we are working with. Multiple billions created in just 6 years. Who do you know as an entrepreneur anywhere in the world that has gone from zero to multiple billions in value creation in the world, measurable, within just 6 years? I haven't heard of that person yet. This was the first time that I heard of such an individual. Ryan Zhu is that individual, a self-made multi-billionaire investor, one of the world's first cryptocurrency miners. He started mining Bitcoin in 2009 when people didn't even know what Bitcoin was. He ended up funding massive projects in the world, including projects like Binance, ZB.com. He's a 3% stakeholder till today in Binance, 35% in ZB, and like I said, 40 plus crypto exchanges around the world. He owns Who.com. He also owns Hcash, HyperDAO, and Molecular of the Future. These two, Hypercash and Molecular of the Future, consistently found in the top 100 list in the world of cryptocurrencies. He also funded projects like Ripple, Monero, Tether, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, 12 of the top 20 cryptocurrencies. Think about it. NEM, Tron, Polkadot, the latest announcement that was made a few months ago, now is sitting at number 7, I think. Who does that? Who spots fantastic opportunities, funds them, and then watches them become in the top 10, top 20 in the world? Ryan Zhu does. He's publicly listed 5 companies in which he's a majority shareholder and opened many free schools around the world, blockchain centers that the public can literally drop in on and learn all about cryptocurrency and blockchain for free. And he's got 16 of these around the world so far. His vision is to open up 300 of them in all the major cities around the world. And he's known inside of the industry as the king of cryptocurrency. I love being partnered with this individual. I love sharing with people that he's my business partner and he can be your business partner too. Right by his side is his business partner, Sam Lee, who is our chairman. And he's a very famous, well-known blockchain speaker, a keynote speaker in the blockchain industry. He's spoken all over the world in pretty much every blockchain event that's happened in the last 5-6 years that's worth happening. And, he knows everything there is to know about blockchain. He's been there from day one, an early adopter, founded Blockchain Global with Ryan. And again, they've opened up the schools, as I've mentioned, all over the world. He's spoken at the United Nations, the World Economic Forum. He's been interviewed on top channels such as CNN, BBC, Forbes, Bloomberg, etc. And clients of Blockchain Global include Amazon Web Services and Microsoft and other Fortune 500 companies. Again, he's built his brand over in Australia, and he's very well known as the Crown Prince of blockchain. You can see they've got government partnerships as well. The list is endless, right? This is just a quick screenshot of a handful of examples. The Australian Trade Investment Commission signing an MOU with them, with Sam here. Russian government-owned bank, Ambassador of Indonesia, the chairman of the SEC in Montenegro, Geneva delegation, top fintech associations and authorities in Thailand, and the Danish consulate signing an MOU over here. And again, like I said, there's tons of pictures with governments, prime ministers, presidents around the world that just demonstrate the roads that they've opened, the inroads they've made, the impact they've created on a global scale at decision maker level, country decision maker and world decision maker level. That's just who they are. Am I proud that I'm working with these guys? Absolutely. They own their own bank. HyperBC is a licensed bank in 176 countries. Anyone can open up an account. Simply download the HyperPay app. Look for the blue logo. HyperPay is what you want to type in Google or Apple. And when you see this blue logo, download that app. And on that app, you can apply for a card. And that card allows you to access $50,000 a day of your crypto balance. All right. So you can park your cryptocurrency in the wallet and access $50,000 a day of it. How about that? It's the first and only card that I've heard of to date that has such a huge limit. Now, what does that tell me? Plenty of cryptocurrency cards out there with Visa and MasterCard that have a $500 a day, $1,000 a day, or even a couple of $1,000s a day limit. But to get a $50,000 a day license in 176 countries, for me, it's not about the 50K a day. It's about that they can. It's about who they are to get such a license. That excites me. So again, we've got an opportunity to partner with these guys, and look what they've done. 6 years of incredible results. And I learned years ago, success leaves clues. And when you follow the clues, a bit like Hansel and Gretel, you will end up exactly where you want to be. So if you know you want to be at the pinnacle of blockchain and crypto in the coming years, then, you know, hitch yourself to this wagon, partner with the #1 group in the world that has funded the biggest brands in the world and launched some of the biggest brands in the world. And, you know, let's benefit. As they keep saying, the last 6 years in crypto and blockchain are nothing compared to the next 6 years. When I say they, I mean economists, analysts, government bodies, everybody is now raving about the technology of blockchain, and that, you know, the next decade is going to be absolutely all about blockchain. All right. So during this time, here's what we're up to. We've already delivered Hyperbank and Hyperpay, as I've already mentioned. We're about to deliver HyperTalk, our very own messenger app, much like WhatsApp. Only here, we'll be able to send each other cryptocurrency through the app on a global scale, direct from one account to another. Boom. Right from our app. How cool is that? They're making it super user-friendly, easy for the average person to move crypto amongst each other around the world. We're also going to have our own financial platform, our own mall coming soon, mining, news channel, show channel, our own exchange platform, and all of that will be built around a cryptocurrency called HyperDAO, which they launched a few months ago in preparation for this ecosystem. And so HyperDAO is a digital currency built around the decentralization of the financial industry. And as they build out these 9 different platforms, if you like, for the ecosystem, the value of this cryptocurrency right here will continue to improve and increase. And so again, if you want to, you know, go and grab some of those, you can. They're available on many exchanges around the world. So now they need users, right? They've got tech handled, they've got contacts handled, they've got their brand handled. Now what they want is customers, users, people like you and I. And so you can become a member of this movement today and profit from the biggest wealth transfer of our lifetime. Imagine. And again, I say our lifetime. This is the biggest wealth transfer ever, full stop. More money is expected to move from around the world into the crypto and blockchain space, the decentralized finance industry, over the next few years than any other money movement in the history of the world. So, you know, if you've ever wanted to make money, if you've ever had a desire to be financially successful, and I get not everyone has, but if you're one of those, and I'm guessing if you're here, you are, because you made time to be at an opportunity meeting, then wow, you found the right place at the right time. You found the right company, the right dynamics, everything's ready here. So if you partner with us, here's the beautiful thing. You get to profit from our money-making mechanisms. First of all, we are one of the largest cryptocurrency mining operators in the world. Secondly, we are working with crypto whales. And so, you know, when these guys move cryptocurrency, the price moves. When they sell Bitcoin, the price drops. When they buy Bitcoin, the price goes up. And it goes up by enough of a percentage for them to profit every time they make those moves. And so, you know, they're known as crypto whales. There are a handful of these around the world that are able to do that. Ryan and Sam are amongst those handful. They're angel investors, the best in the world. They've proven it, documented. Look at that. There's no other VC company in the world that I know of that specializes in blockchain investments and has achieved as much success as these guys. They just know how to spot the right opportunities. They launch their own projects, they stake projects, they list other people's projects on big exchanges, they own exchanges, they fund exchanges, they make money every time anyone does anything in this space, pretty much anywhere. They're vertically integrated into the entire industry, and today they're saying, hey, we want a community and we're willing to share whatever rewards we can create from this huge industry with our members. So if you love the idea of profiting from the biggest trend of all time, and setting yourself up financially for the rest of your life, there's nothing like what they're doing here. So the next goal is to do a multi-billion-dollar IPO. That happens with our help. They need 30 million customers to create that valuation. And so they've introduced a 5th pillar of Hypertech Group, which is known as Hyper Fund Global. And you can simply join this community and earn a passive reward. Look at this. When you join our community, 3 instant benefits. I mean, there are tons of benefits, but these are the 3 instant benefits. Number 1, education. Blockchain and crypto education from 3 top universities delivered to you through Mars Academy. Secondly, they will reward you between a 0.5 and 1% every single day of the value of your membership package. So whatever membership you buy, that's what you'll receive every single day from this system until they have doubled the value of your membership. Wow, I love that. And then the third benefit, we get an in on fantastic projects before the rest of the world realizes what's going on. For example, I mentioned one just recently, Polkadot. That was the last one they gave us a heads up on. They interviewed the founders and just had a nice chit chat, a conversation around the project, what it was about, what they were doing. And as a result, many of us went to the marketplace and bought some. Some people qualified for some for free. They airdropped those to people all over the world. And Polkadot subsequently, within a little while, was number 10. And now is like number 7. When I looked a couple of days ago, I was like, wow, look at that, it's just climbing up the charts. So they have a way of just spotting the right things and giving us a heads up early. So you can choose your membership. $300 is the minimum. So depending on what level you want to come in at and what you're comfortable with coming in at, that's what they will double. So for example, if you purchased a $1,000 membership, you'll receive $2,000 back. And if you purchased a $10,000 membership, you'll receive $20,000 back. And if you purchased a $100,000 membership, you will receive, exactly, you guys are good at math. See, all those years and years and years of studying, you now know how to double numbers. That happens at a rate of a minimum of 0.5% a day up to a maximum of 1% a day, passive, all right? So that means, for example, if you bought a $10,000 membership here, you would receive a minimum of $50 a day, every day, 7 days a week. That's $1,500 a month, every month, until you've had $20,000 back. How cool is that? We've got a promotion on right now, which means that you don't get double, but rather triple the value of your membership back. So if you love what you've seen, you love the credibility of who they are, what they're up to in the world, and you get the big picture, you get that they want to get a ton of members in this community who will bring millions of customers to their projects that they launch into the world, then jump on board and take advantage of this very early offer that is being, it's being offered and extended to the people that are supporting the movement now, and imminently will change. We're just waiting. It's just a matter of when that's announced that triple will come off the table, and let's see what happens next. So again, just a quick reminder, who they are and are they able, you might be asking the question, how can they afford 0.5% a day? Very simple. See, look at this. There's just one of the things they do is fund projects and launch projects into the world that are crypto and blockchain related. Otum was one of their projects, started at 30 cents, end up at $56, 19,000%. What an absolute win. When's the last time you made 19,000% on something? When is the last time anyone you know made 19,000% on something? Exactly. And that's in a year, by the way. All right, 19,000% in a year. Eternity started at 4 cents, closed out at $5.25, 12,000%. Again, when is the last time you did 12,000%? You know what? We can go all the way down to here. Look at this smallest one, 355%. When is the last time you did 355%? Doesn't happen often, right? Well, to these guys, you can see here, it happens often. And again, being on top of that, they're whales. They make money from the market for free every day, and they back the right companies all the time. They launch their own companies that are just massively successful. I couldn't think of being in partnership with anybody better than this. Why? Because this is a Billy Bob down the road offering me an opportunity. And there are plenty of Billy Bobs in the world that launch new opportunities every single day. Not to take anything away from Billy Bob, but I'm just saying that I would rather partner with a company that says, look, Kalpesh, here's the proof of association with the Australian government. Here's our registration documents and public financial records for the 4 companies behind the alliance. Here's proof that Blockchain Global incubated a multi-billion-dollar project. Here's some academic publications of our partners with CollinStar. Here's some proof of collaborations with the China government on a $300 million fund. Here's proof of partnership with Hcash and CollinStar Capital. Here's evidence of our ownership of NEM and its $1.4 billion cap. Here's evidence of all of our partners, not all of, a few of our partnerships around the world. There are tons, by the way. I'll just screenshot a couple of bits and pieces here and there just to demonstrate the point that documentation does beat conversation every single day. And so don't believe me. Don't believe the friend that invited you here. What I love about our opportunities, you can believe the documentation. It is what it is. They are who they are. They've done what they've done. And so build your knowledge around the company and take advantage of the situation. Now, I want to touch on a strategy that you can use. Right? So we mentioned the ability to buy a membership and triple the value of that membership over a period of time at 0.5 to 1% a day passive. All right. I've not met anyone that doesn't love the idea of passive daily income from the #1 blockchain company in the world. All right. So if you want to, you can start with whatever level of membership you buy. Let them reward you every day. And every time you got $50 in rewards, we've got this thing called rebuying. So instead of withdrawing the $50 as cash flow, which you can rebuy back into the system. And they take that 50 and say, okay, that 50 will also be tripled, provided that promotion is on at that time. It might be double, right? Let's go with double. That 50 is also doubled, whatever the promotion is, all right? But if you keep rebuying, you create this conveyor belt system. And this conveyor belt now starts adding more and more rewards into your wallet every day, right? Because you've got all these different accounts, if you like, mini accounts within your account that are generating an extra 0.5 to 1% a day. And within 6 months, you'll have doubled up or more than doubled. And then you just withdraw, right? It's just a strategy. So you're now quids in, right? You're breaking even. So it takes you about 3 months to break even, 2.5 to 3 months to break even. And then you continue to rebuy. Now, if you do that, what happens over the next 18 months is you change your life forever. And I get that $4,600, that's not forever life-changing, but for somebody that could only find $300 to start with, it is definitely massively life impactful. For somebody that's only got $300 available now, it means they've never had $4,600 available. And all of a sudden, you know, a couple of years down the line, you've got access to that kind of money. That's life-changing, all right? And by the way, if you start withdrawing at that point, it's double that you'll actually receive. So you've gone from $300 to $9,000 in a couple of years. You've gone from $1,000 today, you buy the membership, you break even within a few months, and then you'll go to $30,000 back over the next couple of years. Think about that. $30,000 will wipe away many people's bills, all right? Credit cards, overdrafts, nasty loans, whatever else you might have got yourself into. Now, if you're in a position to, you can go a little bit more. And you can really start making a dent in some things, right? Like this kind of money here, this kind of money, that will start clearing off car payments, home payments. In many countries, it will clear all of that. In some cities like London, it will make a massive dent to a lot of stuff, right? So just get an idea of where you want to be in a couple of years' time, what strategy you want to use, and how you want to participate in this awesome program. So listen, if you've loved what you've seen and heard, congratulations, welcome to the family. Make sure you follow up on these 3 steps. First of all, sign up immediately. Why immediately? Because life gets in the way, always. How do I know that? Well, we're nearly there again, but just think last New Year's Eve, how many people do you know raised a glass and promised some new things and nothing happened? How many people do you know said the same things before? And the year before that, and the year before that? And how many people do you know already will say the same things again this New Year's Eve, only to do exactly what they did the year before and produce exactly the same results that they always do? Life always gets in the way until you give it priority. Secondly, have fun. Start learning new skills. This is the new economy, guys and girls. Blockchain is the future. So what better time to learn about it than before the masses? Get in now, just at the cusp of when mass adoption is beginning, and be one of those early learners, early adopters. Watch the videos in the back office, understand the industry, and then get the due diligence, understand the company, your partnership with the company. It will just make you feel solid about what you're doing here, right? And then step number 3, get to know the owner. You know, at the end of the day, you know, if you want to know how Ryan went from where he started to where he is today, he shares his story in episode 6 of Next Blockchain on Amazon Prime. If you don't have access to Amazon Prime where you are, there is a recorded link available. Just reach out to your upline. And if they don't have a copy, reach out to their upline and their upline. And at some point, you will come across leaders that have all the information, and they will distribute it to you. All right. So just ask and you'll get hold of it. Awesome, awesome watch. So put an hour aside and just go through that. I mean, I've watched that a few times, right? Every time I watch it, I pick up a new bit of golden information. So thank you for your attention. It's been awesome having you here with us for part 1. We're going to have your questions answered. We're going to have a short 10-minute break, get a Q&A done on part 1. Once you're clear, we'll move on to part 2. Now, part 2 is completely